Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for your continued support to our channel. Ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of all these heightened political temperatures, the besieged President William Samoei Ruto decided to rush to Gatundu to pay a courtesy call to his former boss, the former president of Kenya, the fourth president, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Without much ado, I want us to go straight to the source of this communication, which was none other than State House. It was also communicated by the office of the former president. It was communicated by Kanze Dena, and it was also communicated by Hussein Mohammed, State House spokesperson. So I want us to go straight to the information that His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto today visited former President Uhuru Kenyatta at his family home in Gatundu. During the visit, the two national leaders discussed several issues of national and regional importance. In his second paragraph, President Ruto took the opportunity to reiterate his appreciation and commendation of His Excellency President Kenyatta's statesmanship in overseeing the peaceful transfer of power after the 2022 elections, as well as the goodwill the former president has continued to demonstrate towards his fellow leaders and his support for Kenya's ongoing progress and development. The letter is long, so I will summarize it. In number 2, in paragraph 3, they say that both the leaders acknowledge the challenging global environment affecting many countries. Number 4, they say President Ruto thanked President Kenyatta for laying a strong foundation that has enabled the government to implement key programs. You understand that? And then they also say they also underscored the importance of cultivating a nationalistic, patriotic, and harmonious working relationship among all Kenyans. Then number 6, additionally, the leaders appreciated the need to achieve a broader, more inclusive political consensus in the governance of our country to accelerate the attainment of inclusive growth and to fulfill the national development agenda. Number 4, they say Their Excellencies also acknowledged Kenya's leading role in promoting peace and security in the East African region through diplomatic and peace support initiatives. Then they say President Ruto and President Kenyatta further called for the prompt resolution of the court matters regarding the constitution of the IEBC selection panel to facilitate the appointment of commissioners. Then they say the two leaders called on Kenyans, friends of Kenya, and international partners to support the candidacy of retired Honorable Raila Odinga for the position of the chair of the African Union Commission. Number 10, they say they also committed to maintaining regular engagements on matters of national importance alongside other leaders. The last one is that finally, President Ruto and President Kenyatta extended their warm wishes to all Kenyans, wishing them happy holidays as they enter the festive season. So it was a long paragraph, but I've tried to just summarize. They have talked about the IEBC. They want quicker resolution. We are told that for the first time, President William Samoei Ruto thanked and acknowledged the fact that the former president handed over power very peacefully, despite the fact that his candidate was not announced as the winner, even though they believed Raila won. And he's saying that he's thanking President Uhuru Kenyatta for laying a strong foundation with which he lifted all his agenda. Now they have built Kenya using the very strong foundations. That is what we have been told. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to look at what we have not been told, and that is why we want to look at the statements. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you're watching for the first time. Click the notification bell. Help us to like the video so that it goes viral. And thank you for all your support. And to the returning subscribers, I want to thank you for your continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man who was accused of stashing money in bags and taking the Madonna abroad. This is the man who William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua accused of taking our economy to its knees. a man they said had no plan and had no agenda, a man William Ruto dismissed as if he would not have any say in the Kenyan political and socio-economic activities in the country. The man they accused of sponsoring demonstrations during the Azimio demonstrations. The man they accused of sponsoring court cases to hinder and to sabotage his development agenda. The man they tried to frustrate his family, frustrating the mother and the family and the sons. The man they tried to interfere with his businesses, including those that were in Uganda. This is the man that has become, all of a sudden, a very significant and a very important man in Ruto's life. What exactly is happening? The timing is very significant. Why? William Ruto, ever since he impeached Rigathi Gachagua, the mountain is boiling. It has erupted. Of course, we have also had several, speculations that there could be a cabinet reshuffle, and Uhuru's, allies are being mentioned. There could be a handshake. So let us get straight. Number one, William Ruto, I know, number one, he begged for forgiveness, and I know he extended this olive branch even to the mother, Mama Ngina herself, because I understand that if Mama Ngina does not welcome you, even Uhuru Kenyatta cannot allow you, cannot give you any audience. And if you look at the photos that were shared, they are very jovial. I don't know whether they're doing it deliberately or it was something that came out from them, but they seem to be very happy. So I know he wants Uhuru Kenyatta to help him calm down the political temperatures in the mountain, because Rigathi has galvanized that support and he has locked out William Samoei Ruto. So he feels that the only person who can help him is Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru is still regarded very highly in the mountain. Remember, Parliament went on recess, and William Ruto had charged the members of Parliament to go and try to cool things down. Sabina Chege the other day was saying she was begging the electorates to allow their members of Parliament to go and try and inspect the projects that they had initiated over the year. But the mountain is boiling. Those who voted and supported the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua never see eye to eye with the electorate. So it has become a thorn in the flesh. The ground is hostile. Even in Embu, Mount Kenya East, where they thought Rigathi will be rejected, Rigathi receives massive support. The other day, it was Cecil Mberire, the governor, who was chased away. And so he wants Uhuru Kenyatta to help him get to Mount Kenya because Rigathi Gachagua has locked him out. He also wants Uhuru Kenyatta to help the mountain to cool down so that the traitors can be allowed to go and talk to the electorates. I think Uhuru will be preaching for unity of the mountain, forgiveness, because without this, William Ruto will never set foot in Mount Kenya. If he does, it will be humiliation. They will be walking away from him. They will be shouting. They will be heckling and booing. They will really humiliate William Samoei Ruto because Gachagua has entrenched himself. It is also happening at a time when William Ruto appointed Kithure Kindiki to become the uniting factor between Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West, and this is not working. So they also appointed Kithure Kindiki to be in charge of development projects in the mountain because they were accusing Rigathi of not promoting the efforts that William Ruto has made in the mountain. Instead, they were saying Rigathi Gachagua was busy criticizing, for example, demolitions of houses in Nairobi, removing traders from the CBD to Kagundo Market, and they felt Rigathi was not representing the president as he's supposed to be. But the unity is not working out because Mount Kenya East seem to have embraced Rigathi Gachagua. There's no difference between Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. So they want Uhuru Kenyatta to help Kithure Kindiki get together and try to unite Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. He cannot do this alone. If the other day Kithure was even Some people walked away from his meeting in the Rift Valley. It is difficult. It is happening at a time when Kithure Kindiki is supposed to go for a welcoming Thanksgiving ceremony, and Ruto is supposed to officiate on this occasion, but the ground is hot. So they need someone to go and pacify the ground before they get there. They want some development tour. They want to go around. They want to ask people to accept Kithure Kindiki. Who can do this? They can only rely on one man. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is the only man who is remaining that Mount Kenya can listen to. This is also happening when we've heard of a looming handshake, and we've understood that there's speculations that people like the former CS Mutahi Kagwe is the one that is going to be appointed as the new CS for Interior, because he's coming from Nyeri. He was Uhuru's best man. He handled COVID very nicely. He was also working, he also worked in the Kibaki cabinet. So he's got a wealth of experience, and William Ruto feels that he can use Mutahi Kagwe to try and pacify the area, because the people of Nyeri will feel that even though Rigathi is gone, we've been given prestigious position, the Interior, but things are hot. They are saying that even if they are given the deputy presidency, they will not accept William Ruto, because he has showed them the middle finger, that William Ruto has betrayed them. So I think they negotiated with Uhuru. He is asking whether that is possible if Mutahi Kagwe is given this. So there's a looming reshuffle, and I know many of Rigathi Gachagwa's allies could be targeted so that they're replaced with Uhuru's people. I don't know whether this will happen, and maybe Uhuru told him, don't remove Rigathi Gachagwa's people. It might even explode more, because Uhuru understands Mount Kenya. It was, I know, a consultative meeting. Ruto is asking, what can I do? I have messed up. What do I do? And I think Uhuru must have showed him what to do so that he can appear to be appealing to Mount Kenya and beseeching them for any kind of forgiveness. And the last one, I believe they also talked about 2027 and how he can be accepted back, how he can be re-elected. And I think that is what took him to Gatundu. Remember, it was Ruto who went to State House. William Ruto swallowed humble pie and he went to Gatundu. It means he went there to beg. He's been besieged, cornered, and he has decided to lie low. There comes a time when a man must decide to lie low.